Let's now go to Somalia, which is undergoing an electoral process that is envisioned to pave way for a transition which will allow the reconstitution of political institutions. Our reporter Stanley Mbichu now reports from Somalia.
Before the end of this year, Somalia will have a new crop of leaders, including a new president-elect into office under a new electoral system. The current Somali president Hassan Sheikh Mohamud faces a crowded field of rivals eyeing the top seat. The election in Somalia is in three parts: the lower house, upper house, and the presidential elections. 135 clan elders will select 51 delegates in 275 seats. There are 5 federal states of Garmagug, Puntland, Hirshabelle, Iswa, and Jubaland. So in total, there will be 14,025 delegates voting in the elections.
Not only it's an indirect election, but within that we have this political agreement. The NLF came up with directions and rules. And what at the federal level we are doing is implementing what they agreed upon. And the 30% is part of that. They have rules about that, and what we are doing is making sure that everybody follows those rules. Yes, clan elders may be resistant, but then there are provisions within our mandate to secure that.
For you to do that kind of, to mount that kind of elections, you need to put a lot of things in place. One of them is to carry out the census. The other one is to have the organizations that do that, like the Electoral Commission in place. Voter registration must also be carried out.
Every constituency has a delegate representation of 10 youth, 16 women, and 25 members of the general community, including the civil society. The Federal Indirect Electoral Implementation Team FIET principal mandate is to oversee the Somali election process.
When it comes to the electoral management bodies, you have 3. At the federal level, which is the FIET, at the implementation level, which is the regional, at the regional level, and then you have, and that's called CIET, and then you have the dispute resolution that is also present. Now, how these 3 electoral bodies are inclusive? They are inclusive to the extent in which there is a representation, nomination from the region as well as the federal. As you know, Somalia is new to the federal system.
It is expected that on the 30th of November, 275 members of parliament of the lower house and 54 senators of the upper house will elect a new president through a secret ballot. So far, there are 16 applicants contesting for the presidency.
Security is an issue in everyday life of every Somali citizen. I mean, we are in a fragile country. Therefore, it is. I mean, you can have situation in which the threat is always there. So we really appreciate the AMISOM troops being present and being supporting this process.
The upper house and the lower houses will also elect speakers of their respective houses. The ongoing elections in this country is a cornerstone of Somalia's national sovereignty, as many informed opinions say. The success of these elections, therefore, is a ticket to a lasting peace and economic stability of this nation that borders the East African countries of Djibouti, Ethiopia, and Kenya. Stanley Mbichu, KTN News, Mogadishu, Somalia.